What's up, everybody? This is Scotty D from Faygoluvers.net, and we're here with your favorite Twiztid serial killing duo.
Yeah!
No, we got a ton of great questions from Juggalos to ask you guys, so let's start off with how does it feel for you guys to be Don's psychopathic now?
It's crazier now. Now we got more responsibility. You know, now if something comes out and something ain't right with it, we can be held accountable.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But it's cool because they kind of just give us the leeway to do what we got to do. They really trust our opinion. You know what I mean? They value that.
And it's cool to actually have a say in shit now,
Right.
too. You know what I mean? We're like,
Because we don't like a lot of shit.
seriously, like shit, you know, we're Juggalos too. So it's like, you know, we're like the voice of the Juggalos. We're in there fighting for it, you know?
Right.
I'm not going to say too much.
So being that you're both Don's, any word on the next gathering where it's going to be? Do you have any input on that or no?
There is going to be another one.
Well, hell yeah.
Yeah, well, no. It's as far as input on it, it's usually left up to like I don't know who did. Who was it? Billy Bill and Master Gordon did last year's, I believe. But like the years prior to that, it was Jump Steady. So it's usually like a ninja, like one ninja will get it, and then it'll be like, you know, it'll be his job solely, and you know, we don't hate.
I'm just
unless it's like
speculating.
somewhere.
I'm going to say Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Hey, I don't know. Hey, let him speculate. Hey, I'm not mad.
There's a lot of places.
Wherever it
in
is, it will be. Straight up.
It'll be in the Mall of America.
If it was in the Mall of America, that'd be sweet, because they got all them rides in there and shit. Well, at least they got all right.
You get cereal boxes.
Hey, we got Wheaties boxes with our shits on there. Hell yeah.
How did you guys meet, and what influenced you to start rapping together?
We met at a Boys Club of America. I bullshit you not, but we met at a Boys Club of America, and actually him and ROC were like older than me, and I was the fat kid that never wanted to play basketball, and they would always play basketball, and I was in what they call the Rompus room, where there was like all these mats, and all the fat kids used to build forts, and kids would come in there and fuck us up, so he beat up some kids that were beating up on me, and basically since then it's been on and popping. And as far as the rapping thing, like
He makes me do it.
yeah, sometimes he don't want to do it, sometimes I don't want to do it, but you know, everybody's got their days. But yeah, no, we just, you know, we click, man. Everything we do, everything we've done since day one, we've pretty much done together.
Right.
You know what I mean? We hustled together, we stole together, we robbed people
We
together.
banged, we pilfered.
We just stuff together.
We all know how ICP and Mikey Clark patch things up. How did you and ROC patch things up?
Back a couple of years ago. I don't know exactly how it happened. It just came to a point where it was like, all right,
Just,
enough's enough.
yeah, you kind of like realize it, you know, you're like, I'm a grown up now. You know what I mean? It's like you're not gonna be a kid forever. And
You
it's
don't
like,
necessarily feel the same way you did when you're 18.
yeah, you know what I mean? Like when you know
You become a little more valuable.
and then you start thinking about it, and you're like, you remember you weigh the good options opposed to the bad ones, and it's like they kind of like they didn't weigh out. It was like, you know, he was our fucking friend. Like I said, them two were down before, you know, I entered in the picture, and it was like, wait a minute, dog. You know what I mean? There's nothing that was that bad that was done. No, hold on, let's call him, let's talk to him. You know what I mean?
That's what it was. You know, you sever contact. Now you only hear it through the streets.
Yeah, for such a long time though. That'd be like, picture like if you got two best friends and then you don't talk to one of them, and after a while, you know, years and years, and you're like, you come to find out, you know, they got all types of shit going on in their life, and they don't know what you know. It's crazy. So it was good shit.
Indeed.
Let's bring it up to speed with the Miz Myth and Mutant's albums and tour. What are your favorite personal favorite tracks on both albums?
Mine is definitely the video. That's some shit. Yeah, that's a real good song. But I like a lot of the rock stuff just because I didn't think we would be really good at it. For me, it came out good. You know, it came out really good.
It's the last song on Mutant. See, there's so many of them, we don't even know the titles of how we're
We haven't even started doing the music.
And then I like Better Get It Right.
I love it.
That's my shit. I like that song.
I like it. I like a lot of it, actually.
Y'all mentioned doing the second part of How Does It Feel on Mutant. What happened to that?
This motherfucker, because it turned into a thing where it's like, all right, the song was written, we withheld the end of it for like the longest time, and then when it came came to the plate, there were so many restrictions with like you gotta turn in dates, artwork dates, blase, whatever, all this shit, and it didn't make the cut. It was like we were gonna record it, and then it was like we started doing it.
See, how does it feel when it's recorded? Right.
Straight up.
There is no mastering reels. There is no
so we had to do all from
instrumentals.
square one, and then people got pissed. Fritz, remember Fritz he was crazy pissed. So I have to remake someone else's beat, and we're like, motherfucker, if it don't sound precisely exactly, you're gonna have every juggalo looking to fuck
You know
you
that
up.
was his own
I'm not doing it.
the whole record. Is that song?
But
shit happens. You know, if it was meant to be, that bitch would have been on.
I'm still fighting for it. It'll be on
Who
something.
knows?
Do you see it being on like a Crypto Collection 4 or something like that? Or?
Something like that, or like, I mean, can I speculate?
Sure.
I wanted
said Minnesota for the guy.
Well, okay, all right. Well, I want to speculate because we were talking about taking Mansmith and Mutant and putting them both together and like doing like a special package deal for like a Christmas or some sort of sale or something like that, and having like extra tracks on it, and that's my speculation. That would be a bonus track.
Indeed.
But if it doesn't happen, don't hate me.
Well, I know at the gathering y'all talked about going to Canada, and we had a lot of juggalos asking where the hell are they?
You know what? On the itinerary in the beginning, the first itinerary I saw, it was like a week's worth of Canadian dates, and I don't know what that is.
He handles all the shit for where we go.
It's inevitable we're gonna go.
I handle shirts.
Yeah.
He handles tours. I don't think.
When? I don't know, but it'll be soon. Well, they're already booking the next leg of this tour, so ain't no telling.
Well, in between tour dates, I know you got a lot of time to spend on the bus or whatever. What do you do? I mean, is there some crazy shit that goes on, or is it just all tame, or what?
I saw the parking lot today.
Yeah, well, I heard about it.
Yeah. That shit's always crazy.
Man, we're pretty laid back. Seriously, that's why we don't like letting people on our tour bus, because they expect all the hookers and the coke and the drugs and the rock and roll. And it's this motherfucker and his bunk, me in the back of the bus smoking weed, getting high.
But we do hero shit though, but it's more like it's
not out here.
No, I'm saying it's like it's nerdy shit though. It's not cool rock and roll shit. Like we're not shooting Jack Daniels in the back of the bus with Nicky Six or nothing like that. So it's
anymore.
But yeah, well we don't do that no more because we got in trouble. But if it's like we look for movies like shit like that. We do like scavenger hunt style shit. Like we'll pick a movie that we know is out of print. We'll go to every mall across the nation and look for the movie. And then like when we find the movie, we're like crazy shit that I forget it. It's stupid shit like that. We're dumb. It doesn't have to make sense. It's juggalo shit.
Yeah, right.
So who are the superheroes?
That's a tough question.
That is an unrevealing question.
Yeah.
You don't want to know that right now.
Okay.
Just know
I will tell you,
it's going down.
I'm one of them.
Ooh.
He's like, whoa, tell me something we don't know.
I am not.
Which one is the fat one? I am one of them.
Right.
Damn it.
So has production on it started yet, though?
No, actually, Sam Hain record's going to be before that.
It's like, the only thing we've done so far with it that I can tell you is like, we
Plot
kind of,
the themes out.
Yeah,
plot
plot it out.
what the record's going to be about.
and more or less like what they look like.
Right.
Like shit like that, because it's like,
All behind the scenes shit.
yeah, like kind of developing the characters and shit like that, because we want it to be really, really cool. Like, we like what Violent J and all those guys did with that, so it's like, we want to try to do the same thing, like tip our hat the same way and put that much heart into it,
Right.
And stuff like that. I don't know if we'll have like, we were thinking about cool shit like G.I. Joe file cards, like shit like that, we can cut them out, but you were kind of hating. But that's okay, though. He wasn't a fan of G.I. Joe, he's a Star Wars guy.
They're all this close, nobody shot anybody.
See, but that's only in the cartoon. If you read the comic book, fucking crazy people got sniped out.
Stay in that delve deeper into what we're really about,
Do you see a possible superheroes versus supervillains tour, maybe?
I can see that for sure.
If we're going superheroes, we'll be on the road. I don't want to, write them no checks.
Say,
like, motherfucker, we gotta go on the road now. But we're going. We wouldn't even do it if we couldn't do it. Like, do it all out. Be able to go out for a couple months and tour off of it.
If everything's straight by that time, it should be Hatchet Attacks, right?
Hatchet Attacks happened before. Hatchet Attacks is in March. This probably won't come out till like August. Sam Hain will be out in like June.
That's
March, April, May, something like that.
So what artists, dead or alive, would you, I mean, and you'll collaborate with a whole bunch of artists already, but who would you like to do a song with, or a whole album with? I know you got your dream with E40.
Right.
Hell yeah.
That was his shit. Even
probably Biggie. Yeah, just because I know there's a bunch of fucking Biggie Smalls tracks floating around out there, and if I can,
They haven't yet poured him
if
out
I can
the way they've
hustle
done
up
so
on
far.
one and get me like 180,000, maybe I can buy one of them, and maybe I'll have a track with him one day.
But I like
So I still have
Snoop's shit. He's the sweetest
Well, he'll do
motherfucker.
about anything these days, man. So you
Right.
might be able to.
Yeah, right.
I
Yeah,
don't
no
want to
doubt.
work
No
with,
doubt.
you know, I'd rather just like sit and kick it.
Oh, right.
I think it's more like non-musical people that we'd like to do shit with as opposed to musical people.
Right.
Like it'd be the shit to do something with Dave Chappelle or something like that, or even like Charlie Murphy because he showed so much love at the gathering. And seriously, like Jenna Jameson and stuff like that with her profile.
Well, man, they're telling us to wrap up, so I have to ask you something that we heard at the gathering.
Okay.
When y'all were on stage telling about tour stories, you mentioned something about Shaggy in a bag of poop.
Yeah, see, I knew it was gonna haunt me. He mentioned it, and I was the beneficiary of the joke.
Well, is there anything like that that goes on? I mean, not like that,
Too
but
old for that shit now. You hit a
Yeah.
grown ass man with a bag of shit. I don't give a fuck who you are. You might get fucked up. So
Only reason I didn't wig out is because it was Shaggy, and it was like when we were first still meeting,
it's so
coming to know
expected
them.
from
You know what I
him.
mean?
Like if you know him,
Yeah,
it's
but we
like
only knew
nothing.
them for like now. But it was like at this point, it was like we only known them for like a month. You know what I mean? Besides like hearing them on records, like actually every day, hanging out with them. So that was really weird.
And it was funny as shit.
I recommend never getting hit with a bag of human feces.
the last thing I will ask you, what is your favorite memory from any of the past 6 gatherings?
No,
I can tell you what my worst memory is.
go for it.
When I fell on stage during Dark Lotus, and that's where that line came, where we're made of rubber, so when we're in the house, we bounce the motherfucker. Because if you notice, when I fell, it was like, and I was right back up.
actually,
So, yeah, but the twisted fall when I rolled, it was more of a Korean crawl.
my favorite shit at the gatherings is always the seven.
Yeah, those are
That's the
always
shit I
all
like.
good.
But you know, it's getting harder for me because I have a problem lying. You know what I mean? Like I just usually try to speak the truth. That's just how I am. A lot of people don't like that shit. They get mad at me. They don't like. I don't give a fuck.
They don't get mad at me.
I tell the goddamn truth.
Yeah,
If your band sucks, your band sucks. Ask me, I'll tell you.
I will just act like I don't know who the band is. No, I'm just playing. No, seriously, he's ruthless like that.
I don't know why.
I don't know.
It's supposed to be super nice.
Really appreciate you doing this.
Yeah.
Faygoluvers.net.
You-
We're gonna go out here. They say it's like 100